she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, yeah. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. A diamond diva. It's a girl that love to stay fly. Hair and nails stay deep. Every time you see her, she got a brand new fit. With a baby man. Yeah, she got a back fetish. Love poppin' tank. Love buying diamonds. She said diamonds is a girl best friend, I ain't lying. Big boy house, big boy car, doing big boy things. Got a degree up in business. Got her own business. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, yeah. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. A diamond diva. It's a girl that love to stay fly. Hair and nails stay deep. Every time you see her, she got a brand new fit. With a baby man. Yeah, she got a back fetish. Love poppin' tank deep. Love buying diamonds. She said diamonds is a girl best friend, I ain't lying. Big boy, I'm big boy, car, doing big boy things. Got a degree up in business. Got her own business. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's B-double-D. That's that kind of girl that I need on my team. Yes, she's just like me. A bonafide hustler, get straight to the cheese. Ooh, a sex game off the chain. 10-star deal, she ain't bout no games. Yes, Versace, Gucci, Louis, got her swag going stupid. She's so glamorous. Lil' mama pulled up in the Range Rover truck. Oh, she's so material. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe.
What's up, ladies?
Hey.
All right, welcome to Girls Talk. It's your girl, Ray Cherie. I am the host with the most, and I got two of my favorite girls with me. Ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Shavonne, and you know I'm gonna always keep it real with you.
Hi, I'm Tequila, and you know I'm going to give you the dirty truth.
All right, if y'all are on, do us a favor. Go ahead and share this live. Hit the like button. Hit the love button. Because we are ready to get into it. But before we get into it, ladies, let's go ahead and tell the people about our event that we have coming up on February 18th.
Yes, we have that sexy single mix and mingle event coming up for the 80s Babies conversation. Definitely this is where you want to be if you're single and trying to meet some people in the area or near, far, whatever your taste, whatever you desire.
Exactly. Come and have some fun. You know, get to know some people, network with some people, Be ready. It's on the 18th of February, so it's right after Valentine's Day. So, if you're single, come on, let's do some fun things.
Yes, because I'm in there. I'm totally looking forward to the fun, the music, the networking, the possibility of just matching up with someone in the one-on-one rooms. I think it's going to be really cool, and everybody doesn't have to be in my business.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Just all we ask is that you just come open-minded for the experience.
Yes.
Because it's going to be an experience.
Definitely an experience that you don't want to miss out on.
Yes. It's in the privacy of your home. Dress up just to impress. And they're going to be giveaways. So it's going to be like a virtual party, a virtual mix and mingle. That's what it is. And you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. So we want y'all to come out.
Come out and have fun. We had some dead air right there.
Yeah,
we definitely did. Definitely come out.
Yeah, it's been a long Sunday, but we getting off to a late start, but we got to get it together.
Yes. Come out and join us. You're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some, games and some questions, and make sure you got your favorite drink in front of you.
It's some adult time. We're gonna have adult giveaways, so definitely you want to tune in for that.
Yes.
Totally. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first topic for the night is passport bros. How do y'all feel about passport bros?
I think it's a good idea for them to do that. I mean, men been doing it, but I think that's something good. I mean, I just don't think that a woman should be the bottom of your jokes because of that, or don't do it because you feel like you can't find a good woman or a black woman. So do it because that's what you want to do, and that's what you really out there searching for love.
Yeah, I want to get a little bit more information on this passport bros before I comment anything on it.
I know about these passport bros all too well. I've dated one of them. But let's watch this clip.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
With the rise of the podcast bros spawned another group of outliers who call themselves passport bros. I had never heard of this sect of society, but I was introduced to them while listening to a radio show where a caller called in and provided insight. By the way, the show was about black men not voting, but wanting to be heard enters this character. Black women, are you ready? Apparently, there's a group of, you guessed it, black men who have grown weary of the quote control that black women have over them. So they've decided to seek dominance elsewhere, and that's in the form of traveling to third world countries to seek a bride. This caller had so much animosity seething out of his side tooth that it was laughable that he actually saw himself as some kind of prize. What's at play here is that these dusty, mediocre at best so-called men have finally come to the realization that black women are no longer willing to settle for the bare minimum and are choosing to stay single and maintain their peace. Let me close by stating that this caller mentioned his godfather, who I'm told died tragically at the hands of the very fate he wished on black women, a man who I refer to as he who shall not be named. My question here is, if divesting to desperate and disenfranchised women is so great, why do you all have to make an announcement, a grand announcement? Oh, I know why. Because you actually think that this will hurt black women. Newsflash, as good sis says.
Everything I do is for the bitches. I have never done anything for the male gaze. I quite literally cannot stand you.
So, sayonara, arrivederci, adios.
All right. So passport bros are black men who have their passports to travel and look for women because they don't feel like the quality of women in the States is good enough. That's what they say. They don't feel like the quality of women in the States is good enough.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't think you have to make an announcement. about it.
Yeah, what's the
You know what I'm
grand
saying?
announcement has to be about? I mean, if that's what floats your boat, carry on and good luck.
I know. I hope you the best. I hope you find love. I'm all about love. But don't bash women because that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do it.
But and I say to each his own. I feel like a man has the right to choose. But like I said, I dated one of these passport bros, and he wasn't raggedy and toothless like she said in this video.
Yeah.
But he was wealthy. To
You
a
know what
degree.
they are.
He was wealthy, and he liked to travel to the DR, places like that, to go and find women. And perhaps he fell in love with a woman in the DR because he goes very frequently. And I say this to say, like, I don't have a problem with it. To each his own, but know what you're looking for. But
Exactly.
in a sense, I look at it like they're buying love. But
Mhm.
they say the quality of the woman is better, or maybe her physique is better. Sometimes these women they're dating are younger because we're in our late 30s now. Everybody on here is, but maybe he met, may have him a little 21-year-old or 22-year-old, whatever the case may be. And they feel like the women are willing to serve them a little bit better. They're a little bit more submissive than we are over here in the States. So they like that too. But not even with that. I met another guy who said, he liked to go to Africa because he felt like the women in Africa were much prettier and kept themselves up better than the women in the States did. So I feel like men do it for different reasons, but to each his own. And I'm a fan of, if I'm not good enough, then baby, there's the door. Like,
I know that's real.
so I feel like we shouldn't trip on it, and I feel like we shouldn't get stuck on him going on a trip for sex. Most of the time, that's what it is. Some of them do fall in love and marry these women and bring them back to the States. And some, the guy that I was talking about, he wants to move to the DR.
Yeah, that's cool.
For that kind of thing. So I mean, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Chelsea said, I do not support any insecure man's endeavors to run away and settle for what he perceives as the ideal version of femininity because he can't deal with a modern woman. And Chelsea, that's true.
Okay.
I understand that,
I get
Chelsea.
that,
Chelsea, I
Chelsea.
like that.
Yeah.
Some of these women may have careers, Chelsea, but then some of them are like children they have to raise because they don't know how to drive and they don't have that sense of independency. So he will have the obligation of teaching this woman how to do these things, which is another reason why she's so expensive. But my whole thing is this too, though. Like, men pay for play, but they don't want to be called tricks in a sense. But I feel like you still getting conned out of your money because you're just a client. She would not be entertaining you if you were not cash apping. What are the other ways they send the money?
WhatsApp.
If you weren't cash apping and WhatsApping it, she would not be entertaining you. So in order for you to keep this woman attention until you go back to the DR again in a month, you have to send that money.
And yes, I agree with that, because you got some relationships where they will find someone that's genuine and they actually do fall in love. But when you going over there with the mindset of I'm going over here because the women are better, then you gonna 9 times out of 10 run into something that you're running away from. We all, I don't care where we're from, we are all women. We all got something in common. We are not, especially women with common sense. We're not here to play with you like that. We see the games. So why, you go over there and you get played out your money, that's your fault. And there's a lot of that going on, that they'll go over there and get these women and you paying for it. You're not genuinely going, and your vibes and your demeanor and the way you are is attracting women. No, your money is attracting women. And that's crazy. If that's what they like, though, hey, go for it. I say that, safe traveling. Have fun.
It's beyond fancy thoughting though, Chelsea. It's legalized prostitution over there. It's legal. Yeah. That's the difference between here in the United States. Like that woman that he may want to give him play over here, he can't just go pay for it. In some instances, he can, but that one that he really wants, he just can't jump out and go pay for it. Some men feel the control of having a woman who needs them for everything. American women have become more self-sufficient, and we want our relationships, but we don't need them. I agree with that too. So I think that they are paying to play. They don't want to look at it like that. But what's the difference in you taking care of a woman in the States versus you taking care of a woman overseas? Because either way it goes, you're still
you still paying out your money. You still paying money. Either way it goes.
Either way you go.
Yeah.
You're gonna come out that bag. And that's why you should go with when you going genuinely looking for love or allowing love to come to you, you don't have to deal with all that. Folks be trying to push stuff so much. I want a wife, I want her right now. She got to be exactly how I want. No, the dating game don't go like that. You don't just people are not blessed that the first person they beat is the perfect person for them. That's not how it is. You haven't met every woman in America. You just met a couple bad apples or women that you just don't vibe with, and now you done labeled the whole United States of women under this, and now we going over here because these women are better. Like, that sucks, and that's stupid thinking.
Yeah.
But who's to say they are even up to par or up to standards to their standards? Who gives them this right to make them believe that, hey, I'm better than these women over here in America, and I'm gonna go? Like, who gave them this right?
Yep.
And Chelsea, that's the truth. These men are saving them from a life of poverty. So I feel like you're gonna go invest all this money in a woman overseas, but then you're not willing to build with one in the States, the one that you've known since high school, or the one that you met in college, or the one that you were dating for 5 years. But now you get your little passport in your hand and you want to go across the world and act like you're God's gift to women. But in reality, if you were not paying that woman, would she still entertain you?
No.
Absolutely not.
So
no, she would not.
I think that's what they need to think about. Some men want women they can just control.
Exactly.
That is the truth.
Exactly.
And
that's what they be looking
That's
for.
what they're looking for.
Some woman that they control, and they can mold to be what they want. Most of the men that say that, I won't say all, but most of them that say that, they don't know how to allow a woman to just be a woman. They feel like it's control when you confront them into something that they're doing. You know, if you just want to talk about a situation that happened, they fall under they buckle under pressure. They don't want that pressure on facing themselves. No, maybe I need to change. Maybe I need to, humble myself enough, and then this woman will submit to me. But no, you think like that high and mighty act towards a woman being disrespectful and stuff is gonna make her, you know what, he's a man, so I'm a settle down. No, women in America, we went through a lot of stuff. So yes, we got a backbone. We educated, we get our money just like a man do. So you got to come with more than just, I got money. Like, come on. We get it, bro. It's a lot of it out here. We all get money. But what else do you bring to the table other than that? You know what I'm saying? And see, that's what they get mad about. They got to face that. And what you do when you don't want to face something, you run from it. You go to it. You know what? I'm going to go where somebody going to put up with my BS. If them women even putting up with it, we can't even speak for them women because we don't know them, but I can go in on that. But yeah, like, just do it for the right reason. Go seek some counseling. Some of these men, like, I date in this world today, and some of these men, some of these gentlemen, they are great guys, but they need counseling, and they're afraid to go get it. They feel like, oh, I'm a man, so I ain't got to do all that. Like, no, and you want to, if a woman ain't submitting to me, then she's not mine. Like, that mentality, like, a real man, a woman submit to him with no problem. A real one?
Yep.
We have a dominant woman.
What they at, though?
An alpha woman. We submit to men that are men that bring it, like, it's automatic. I'm sorry, but it's automatic to me.
So I have a question. Enough about these passport bros.
Yeah.
I don't want that anyway, because I don't want you bringing your bees and diseases back across the water with you. You know, you leave that over there. That he for the streets. He is internationally for the
For the
streets.
street.
Internationally.
Okay.
Internationally
Yeah.
for the street.
We don't want that.
Exactly.
But how do you feel about a man calling a woman the B word? Are you cool with your man calling you the B word?
I'm gonna be honest. Absolutely not. Those are fighting words. Those are if that's what you want to start with, let's end with it too. Come on, let's get it. That's how I feel about it. But it also you can think about it in another sense, like, okay, say that he's talking to another dude. Oh, or he's defending your honor. Oh, that's my B. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's okay to say it in that reference. You know, but other than that, I'm not cool with it. How do y'all feel about it?
It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. I'm ready to defend myself if you call me the B word. Like, all sexiness is gone. It's a no. It's a no for me. Like, I'm ready to fight. Okay.
For me, I would say in the bedroom, of course. I'm sorry, that's just me. In the bedroom, I don't mind, but that's where it begins and ends at right there. It's no outside talking, not, calling me that. Just I hear how men talk and they don't say women no more. They just say, could that be this and that be that and that be that? Like, I don't even allow a man to call a woman that he used to date the B word in front of me. Like, you weren't calling her that when you were with her, so why you calling her that now? Like, that's disrespectful.
And it's no different. It is disrespectful, Shane. I tell my students this, like, when I hear them calling each other the B word, I'm like, that's a dog.
That's a female dog.
My homegirls, I'm not with the homegirls saying that. Like, that's
no. And I'm like, a dog will eat its own babies, and my brother might say that's because it's sick. I don't care. But I've seen two animals do it, a dog and a pig. And if you're gonna call me the B word, like, I'm not that low.
Yeah.
I'm a female nurturer, I'm a female protector. Now, in the bedroom, sometimes people get caught up.
Get a little caught up.
And they get to acting out this stuff they saw in these videos they watch.
Now we acting and role playing. That's a whole different story. That's a whole other story. We acting and role playing now.
Honey,
that's where it stopped at right there.
That might be one of my trigger words. Don't call me the B word. Call me by my name.
But yeah, I don't like that. Like, I see that a lot of man just be big, just having a full conversation with a woman, not arguing, just talking to her and calling her the B, and she just sitting there just taking it. Like, and I'm like, dude, do y'all know, like, that's disrespectful to me. Like, that's too much. Like you say, Tequila, that's fighting words. Like, hey.
But now I have seen the new trend. These women out here calling the men the B word.
Now that's not Now that's really fighting words for men. That's really fighting words.
How do you come back from that? How do you come back from that? Because if you call the man a B word, you have now put him on the same level that people out here putting females on.
Exactly.
Because they have made the B word feminine now.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something where we got it all wrong at thinking is defining us. It's the rap music, in the hip hop industry. Let's just be honest. I mean, Too Short said so derogatory, girl.
Mm-hmm.
When Too Short said, just drop everything.
Too Short said like a grandmama at the bootlegger's house. That's the nastiest B word I've ever heard.
For
And
real.
no, I don't want anybody calling me
Yeah.
that in a sense, you know. And I just feel like it's a term, it's a reducing word. It's a
Yeah,
word
it
that
is.
you use to place somebody beneath you.
Yep,
Yes, exactly.
it really is.
You don't, if you call a man a B, it's over that point. He won't respect you anymore.
Exactly. That's what I was
Exactly.
saying earlier.
And
That's what I was saying earlier. If I call you that, that means I have no more respect for you. That means it is completely over. I'm done. Like
Mhm.
if that ever come out my mouth, because I always feel you should respect a man, especially if you with him. I should not be calling you that or even talking low to you like that. If you're my man, if I say I love you, I'm not gonna do that. But if I do get to that level, that means, bro, I'm done with you. I have no respect for you. You don't cross me in some way that I see you as lower than low. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Chelsea said, go ahead and take him to the king.
Yep.
might as well.
Might as well on either side. There is no coming back from
There's
that.
no coming
Ain't
back.
no coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the relation it's a no for me. But so many people, I mean, so many people casually
Allowed it.
they allow it.
Yeah.
And so some people try to say it's equivalent to the N word or whatever the case may be, but I do not want my man calling me a B. I know what Megan Thee Stallion said, but she did not speak for us all.
Nah.
Like, do not call me the B word.
Nah.
Because it's a wrap for me at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
get
going
twisted.
downhill. It's turning into an argument like that we
I'm
can't.
gonna show you one. I'm gonna show you what a B
Yeah,
really is. Like
now I got to
that's a
take
wild dog, like a wild
you
female
know.
dog.
Exactly.
You ever
And
seen a
then
female dog get go
it's
off?
gonna warrant an exchange of cuss words because
Yeah,
who you think
that's
you're
fine.
talking to?
So
Yes.
we need to the men. If you're out here calling women the B word, it's 2023. We throwing it out the window. Find something better to say.
Yeah.
And if it escalates to that point where you can't call that woman by her name,
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave it
Time to
alone.
go. It's time to go.
oh, yeah. We
Yep.
not having that. We not having that because I'm sorry, man called me the B word. First of all, we share a bed. Like, no, you can't get in there because the only thing that is in my mind is he called me a B. He called me a B. And I'm gonna start thinking about one of them Lifetime movies I saw when she just set the whole bed on fire.
I'm
Like,
telling you, I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna show
no.
you a real one. Like
You thinking about setting the bed on fire? I'm thinking about hot grits.
I
I don't
promise
know. You say
Yeah, you
it's
know what I'm saying?
going
Like,
down.
leave it where it is. No,
Yeah.
I can't do it. It's not for me.
The disrespect, all jokes aside, that disrespect is not
it's,
cool.
it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
So any man that's
So,
out there, any man that's out there talking to women in that manner, that is not cool, that is major disrespectful. And
yeah,
think about how you want somebody to talk to your mother or your daughter.
exactly.
yeah, but
I-
but but that's another thing though. How many men have seen their mothers treated well?
Not many.
So, and I feel like a lot of people are, it's 2023. We say, oh, people shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing that. But what if these are the only things they have seen?
It's
They've
time to
seen,
relearn something else. We got too many books out here. We got too many videos out here for people to be using what you seen when you growed up as an excuse, as being an older man. Especially now, it's different if you growing up, you're a younger guy and you learn it. But to some point in time, you got to learn to look within and fix yourself because you don't want to be a product of your environment and be like that. But I feel like that. Yes, we all go through stuff like that. Yes, we done been around growing up, seeing women getting disrespected. But I said and had to go through my own disrespect to learn in my late 30s that no, that's something I'm not finna do. It's not cute. It's not fun. It don't mean you love me. That don't mean none of that. That mean that you have no respect for me and you see me as such. Like you said, like a female dog eat her baby. Like you see me like that. Like
Yep, and Alyssa is basically saying the same thing you said, Shay. It's time to learn from new behaviors.
Yes.
Now,
I agree.
this is off the subject, but while we talk about these men calling women the B word, let me tell y'all what happened to me today.
Mm.
So I was at a meeting and I come outside and someone tells me, "Is that whose red truck is that? Your tire is flat." So I have a flat.
Mhm.
All right. I call a gentleman who I was entertaining.
Mhm.
And I tell him my tire is flat. I have an emergency. I need some help. And he says, "I'm in the bed. Let me wake up and I'm going to call you back." So immediately I get 38 hot. I'm upset. You know, you want to entertain me.
Hmm.
You want to date me. You want to grin in my face. But I just told you I had an emergency. I need some help. And you don't come to my rescue. So, of course, when he said, let me go to sleep and I'm gonna wake up and call you back, I'm a right now kind of person. Like, I need it and I need it done now. So when I hang up the phone, I call someone else. To make a long story short, tire was changed in 15 minutes. I even went and got another tire put on the truck in a matter of 30 minutes. All this is taken care of.
Mm.
I say this to say, I had to go ahead. I'm done forever. Lose my number. Like, we ain't got nothing else to talk about because you can't smile in my face and bro, you stank little breath up in my face. And when I ask you to help me, that's something you can't do. How do y'all feel about that, ladies? When we ask a man for help, should we be expecting them to help us, or was he not obligated to step in and show me the type of man he was?
I think it depends on the status of your relationship. But if you was in a dire emergency and needed help, hey, I'm done. You can't help me. But when it's convenient for you, I'm there. Let it go. I don't condone that at all. You did the right thing to block him, delete him, whatever you need to do. He is no longer a factor for 2023.
In the words of Evelyn from Basketball Wives, he is a
Factor.
None factor.
at this point right here. It's a no for me.
Nah, I agree
At this
with that.
point.
I would block him, not talk to him no more, because you were in a situation as a woman. He should have got hey, I'm getting up right now. I'm on my way. Or where you at? At least said, let me call a tow truck, or let me call somebody to come help you or something. He was more concerned about himself and his sleep. So, yeah, I'll let him talk to himself in his sleep when he want to talk to me.
Yes, and he said I worked last night, I'm sleep, that kind of thing. I get it, but I'm the type of person, if you call and ask me for help, there are some situations I just got to sit some stuff aside and say, let me go help this person, because that's the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
If somebody I know, and it doesn't have to be like somebody I'm totally infatuated in love with, but you thought enough to call me
Yes.
to help you, and because it's the God in me and it's nothing that's far stretched or that's going to put me in a bind, I am going to help. That's just who I am. But for this man to say, let me wake up and call you back, and didn't even attempt to help nor call back and check. Oh, he didn't even call back and check.
That's the question I was finna ask next.
Yeah.
He called back.
No, he did not call back and check. So
Yeah.
That was y'all last conversation.
That was it. Yeah.
That's the last
I mean,
conversation.
yep, exactly.
Oh, I did get a text that said, "You're very inconsiderate. I see why you're single."
Oh my goodness. We gonna hook him up with the passport bros.
Hey, tell him to come and join the Sexy and Singles then on the 18th.
We don't even want to hook anybody up with that type of toxic stuff.
Shoot. That is terrible. Like, that's where I'm glad all men are not like that, but you got a lot that are like that. You want a woman, you want all this, you want all that, you want her to sleep with you, you want her to give you her time and this and that, but when she needs you, really, really needs you, you ain't nowhere to be found. You want to, I work. I know plenty of men that work, but you call them and let them know your tie flatter. You need help. They gonna be there, especially if they dealing with you like that. Come on, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Ashley said, I know somebody truly cares about me when they are willing to be inconvenienced for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not always convenient.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to do some things that you don't feel like doing right now.
Right now.
Yeah, at least that's what the men tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them ain't willing to do it though.
And I do agree also with what Ty says. When you're given the opportunity to show a woman what kind of man you are, you should always show up for that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
but
Auntie Laura said, thank God I know how to change the tie. Auntie, I had on a dress, baby. If I would have had to bend over with that jack, the whole world was going to see all my business.
I bet you would have got somebody to help you change that tie.
That's all you had to do, start changing that tie. Somebody would
go pull over.
Man, you need some help.
Thank the Lord. It got done.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
So now that we just spoke about this man who did not come through like I thought he would, what are girlfriend duties and what are wifely duties?
Wow.
To me, personally, if I want to be a wife, in my mind, I want to be a wife one day. So if I want to be a wife, I'm going to always give the man that I'm dating that treatment because I'm dating for marriage. I'm not dating for just dating, so I really ain't got no girlfriend ways like that where I feel like, oh, I used to when I was trying to find myself, and I knew that whatever guy that I'm with, I'm not trying to be with like that. I'm just trying to figure out what I want in my life. But just being a wife, that's just some traits I have. I like to serve my man. I like to give him his plate. I like to, make sure everything, do what a woman, to me, just me now, I feel like I as a woman should do, cook, clean, and all that, even though I like that he do it too. But I don't mind doing that anyway. And to me, as a girlfriend, I got caught up in that where I'm just half doing it, and I didn't want to get stuck in that where when I become a wife, I'm still doing girlfriend things because I've trained myself how to be a girlfriend and not a wife. So.
Ashley said the Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So that means you have to already be showing up as a wife. Now that's the first time I ever heard somebody say that.
Ashley.
Yeah, I like that. That's my first time ever hearing that. Ashley, you better, girl.
I'm not showing up as the wife. I'll show you just a little bit what it's like. I'm good enough. I will treat you good enough to show you that I earned my Super Bowl ring. But if you're not putting that Super Bowl ring on it, baby, I'm piping down.
Yeah,
I'm working too hard.
I agree with that.
I'm working too hard.
So I guess it's safe to say it depends on what's the status of the relationship, depending on to depict what's girlfriend versus wifey's, duties. Because a live-in girlfriend may be even more prone to do more wifely duties because hey, they're together.
I'm not finna push it to the point where we finna live together. If I show you that I'm a wife within, I always say 90 days, but it just, to me, it makes more sense. If I'm showing you this in 90 days and I see that this is not what you want, you don't want marriage, you're not trying to move forward, I'm not trying to move forward to living with you. Like, for what? I'm not finna give you years and years and years of my life, and you're not making me your wife. What are we waiting on? If we doing it, you know what I mean? Like, why not get married and then live together? Or if you living together, get married. That's just me, though. That's me. Make sure you're living together to get married, though. You're not just living together like this is my long-term boyfriend. We've been together 20 years. What?
Or somebody you just met and he's over your house within the next 2 days and you cooking and serving and all this other stuff.
That's too much. That's too much.
COVID messed it up for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because people are like, dating does not happen in the home, y'all. Dating does not happen in the home. Netflix and chill is so the way to say I want to come over and slide. Like,
not always. Not always.
No.
I say majority of the time Netflix and chill turn into something else.
But we all know what we want from Netflix and chill. Let's like be honest. Who really trying to Netflix and chill? We both know what we want. This ain't just on no man. This ain't just on no woman. This is on both sides. We agree. I know what I want when I say Netflix and chill. And I know the guy that I'm with know what he want when I say Netflix and chill. Let's just be honest. We not playing around here.
So where does all this come from? You want to cook for him. You want to clean up for him. You want to invite him over to your house. You want to do all these things. Now he's dropping you off at work and driving your car to the city.
First of all, you can't drop me off at work or drive my car. Heck no. I'm like a man when it comes to my car. You'll never drive that. So that's one. And two, me cooking, I would cook for you if you was at my house. I will cook for you, Tequila, if you was at my house. If you stay with me and I'm cooking for you too. And guess what? When I make the meal, if you allow me, I will make your meal and I will give it to you. That's just who I am. Period. Me, I'm just talking about me, but it is some people that do that. You do all this, do all that, and you expect that man to want to be with you and he don't. And you mad about it. Me, I don't get mad about it because that's something that I do naturally. I feel like I should serve the people that's in my home. That's just how I am. But as far as like keep serving and thinking like you finna use me, I can sense stuff. I'm not stupid.
There's a lot of users out here. That reciprocation is so important. Like when you see that these things are not being done for you, when you see that you're not getting it back, sis, it's time to pipe down.
I'm gone.
It's time to pipe down. You're doing too much.
You can be at my house today and you show me something that I do not like, or if I feel like it's a red flag that I can't overcome, tomorrow I'm not talking to you. And I don't feel like I owe you no explanation from that. Because you already know what I said I like and I don't like, and you did it. So therefore, bye.
That's my favorite quote. It ain't nothing to cut that off.
Quick. Like, maybe that's why I'm single.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like I don't have to block your number. It's called self-control and self-discipline. I just won't talk to you no more. Exactly. But we got to stop doing for these men things they don't do for us. Let's watch this clip.
Okay.
So, is a man not putting a ring on it denying you a sense of security?
Yes. Yes, as far as that sense, you know, the relationship part. Yes, I agree with that. Like, what are we doing if we're not trying to build a marriage and build something great? What are we doing? Like,
yeah, I feel like
that's the ultimate goal, right? I mean, isn't that the ultimate goal?
But like, I'm 37 years old. What do I look like? I'm his girlfriend.
Exactly. That's what I say. Like,
no,
this is my boyfriend. Like, girl, child, I don't even let me
wrong with all our doors. You know what I'm saying? The new life expectancy is 62. I'm sitting up here 37 years old talking about I got a boyfriend. Like, where they do that at? I want to be a wife.
Exactly. That's why I say that.
I'm playing with you.
Look, you see what it is. That's how I am with my situation. I'll show him who I am. I mean, I get her. I feel her with not cooking for a man. That's just, I like that. But
I want to show a man that I can do though. I can cook.
Yeah,
I can clean.
Cook.
I can take
but I agree with her with that laundry and stuff, because I feel like this. If we're just dating, you're at your house, I'm at mine. Why would you bring your clothes from your house for me to come do it? Like, and I'm not coming to your house to wash your clothes. I just not finna do that. But if we got married to live together, I'm not finna jump into living with a man. This just me. I don't feel comfortable with that unless we are married or we're getting married. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I should share this is my safe haven. I'm not gonna share that unless I'm serious about you. There ain't no boyfriend and stuff coming to lay up in my house, bringing all your bad energy and baby mama drama and all that over here. No.
Stay here.
No, you cannot stay here. And if I'm gonna move in, because I'm so comfortable with me, if I'm gonna move in with someone and share my space with them and they share their space with me, we gotta be married, because ain't no running from this. You know what I'm saying? If we make that move, ain't no running for this. We finna work through this. And I feel like marriage give you that security of knowing like it's something worth fighting for.
Right.
This is something worth fighting. This is my husband. I love him. This is my wife. I love her. I want to do this, and I want to overcome myself with him, or same thing, or obstacles and stuff like that with my husband. So we're gonna fight for this. I can't do that with no boyfriend. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I don't have girlfriend tendency or girlfriend ways, because I'm not coming to your house to wash your clothes, and we're not finna stay together before we get married. Like I said, or unless we're engaged to get married. That's the only time.
I agree.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And it's kind of it's kind of difficult to just announce, because everybody, they think their own way. They have their own opinion about the way they choose to do things. So when you're living with somebody, that goes into I guess financial stability. It does goes into financial stability as well as financial assistance.
Yeah.
Because how much is this person paying? How much who's cooking the meals, who's buying the meals? So it gets a little complicated when you join households, when you move under the same roof with each other. And it gets very tricky when you start combining things, when you start going in on things together. Because then when you separate, who property belongs to who?
To who?
But in a sense, like I think about it, I want to be a wife for the simple fact that I feel like if I truly want to live the American dream, it takes two.
Yes.
Like that's the reality of the situation. And I feel like I don't know who told us as women, as Black women, that we need to be single, independent by ourselves our whole life. Like I feel like your independence is your ability to do, your ability to produce. We were not created to be lonely, so we do need something. We do want a man, and sometimes we want a man so bad that we're willing to do any and everything to make him our man.
Yep.
But nothing makes that man ours until we put that ring on it and go sign that paperwork at the judge's or at the probate office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make it legally binding. But I feel like we want to do that because we still see the value in having a man. And I think, often we know that we can make the vision a reality.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm wondering, like, are the men out here having a lackluster when it comes to, maybe they have the vision, they don't see it happening kind of thing. Or maybe they feel like I can just go live a little while before I make her the one.
That part.
But then you want life to be halfway over by the time you decide that you want to have something with me?
Some of them feel like that. They feel like it's something better out there, or, the grass is green on the other side. But sometimes you got to see what you got in front of you and make that. Because I'm with you. It's like I feel like I lived an independent woman life, but not independent where I don't need a man. Independent where I got myself together so that I'm a good wife for my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, to know how to handle a household, because you never know what's gonna happen in any relationship you in. With my husband, I want to be able to, yes, for him to be the husband, me to submit to him. But if for any reason he had to go down and he cannot provide like he used to, that's what I'm for. I'm gonna make sure I provide. I'm gonna make sure I take care of him just as much as he took care of me. Is that independent that I feel like I built from, with God building me, and just to be a wife and not feel like I got to keep playing these games out here with everybody else. I'm not with it. I don't play games. I don't want to call you today and not talk to you for 3 days, and then we talk again. We dating, you dating, we doing all that. I don't play them games. I'm laid back. That's why when you brought up, a house date is not a date, but I like that. Like, I want to see how you are when you are in your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all put on this fancy way of being when we out eating and stuff like that, but I like to see how you are in your comfort zone when you ain't gotta be all stuffy during a dinner date, when you can lay down and drink a beer or drink your drink and watch football and yell at the TV, stuff like that. Like, that's what I like.
You want to see somebody in a natural environment. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We just gotta make sure they know that, hey,
you gotta be safe with it.
We're wife material. We're in the girlfriend zone for now, but we're wife material.
Exactly.
So I believe that's the point that that's the point that you're trying to make when you're out here dating these men and you're giving them these 90-day trials. So, hey, prove yourself to me and let me know that you're the man that I want you to be.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least give me back what I'm giving you. At a
minimum.
At a minimum. Give me back what I'm giving you.
Give me back what I give to you. I like that because that's true.
Yeah, and ladies, like, my biggest advice would be stop being so easy. Stop being so easy and stop being so simple, because you're making it hard for the good women out here, because men are not applying enough effort. Like, make these men pursue you.
Yes.
Like, and I feel like even for the men, it's no fun if they don't have a chase. Like, sis, you are a prize. Make these men pursue you. Make these men date you before they bait you. All right?
Yeah.
Like, make them date you before they bait you, for real. Like, it shouldn't be going straight to the bed. Make this man pursue you.
And make it work for it. Make it work for you.
Make it work for it. But some relationships I done seen, I'll just go be honest. I agree with what y'all say, but I done seen relationships make it where they done slept together the first night. You know what I mean? Like, I have seen relationships last a long time. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I have seen relationships do that. I would say this: do what make you comfortable, but make sure that's what you want to do. Don't do it because somebody else want to do it. Do it because that's what you want to do. And if you want to date and do that and vet a person, do it. And if you feel like, I got that feeling, I mean, sometimes, most of the time, we are against it, but do what you want to do.
Yeah, because you gotta live. Life is for living.
Life is for living, and keep in mind, we gotta live with the consequences and the choices that we make. The consequences of the choices that we make.
You got to know what it is at all times. Be honest with yourself and know what it is at all times. And some of us, we want to live in this blind reality. Like, sis, you got to know what it is at all times.
Have to.
Like, and don't make it more than what it is.
Facts. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your sanity. It's not worth you losing valuable time that you can do. I'm big on time. Don't waste my time. I cannot get that back. Don't waste it. You're losing valuable time doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, take things for what it is.
I would say that I'm at this point where I'm doing what's best for me. Exactly. Like, especially when it comes to these men. Yeah. Like, I am doing what works best for me. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And so if you go on a trial run and you end up like, okay, now I see why he's single, don't go do it again.
Nah, don't go back. I don't care how bored you are. Don't go back.
Yeah, if he shows you who he is, believe him for what he showed you. Just leave it right there. And I feel like that's how we put ourselves in these situationships, looking at hope and promises. Put your hope in the Lord, not these men. Like, if it did not work out, just leave it right there. Like, that's what I think. And that's why I give up so quickly. And it's not giving up, but I see things for what it is.
It is, yeah.
So quickly. And I'm over it at that point.
Yeah, and don't let him, when he come back with that sad story, or she, it ain't just men that do it, women do it too. And when they come back with that sad story of why, no, it is what it is. We both, this ain't that ain't this. So let's go our separate ways. Don't do it. I'm telling you, back. Exactly.
We always learn the hard way, sis. We always
learn the hard way.
But once you learn, don't make that same mistake again. Cause guess what? You gonna see that guy again or that female again in another person. Just identify that quick and be like, yeah, I'm out of there. No, I ain't got time for this. I see where it's going. I already see it.
Because you know the traits.
Yeah, it's patterns.
Yeah, you know the
patterns.
Yeah,
I watch it. I learned that once. I forgot where I learned that from. I learned that a long time ago that people got patterns. I think I was in therapy when I even learned it about people and their patterns. We all got patterns, and you watch it, you will see it. And if you catch a pattern that you've seen before, you know it don't end right. You know you waste time and energy from it. Let it go. I don't care how fine they is. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care how much they say they're going to do for you or what they done did for you. If you see that pattern, it don't work for you and you know it's not, you know it's a red flag. Let it go. Have boundaries and standards. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and you can't correct everybody. You know, sometimes, you know, you try to redirect people and you try to get them to do what you want them to do, or you can't correct, you can't fix everybody. So you have to look at it like that too.
Exactly.
So if it ain't
in fix it.
I'm
not God. I can't fix it, baby.
Yeah, I can't fix it.
Tried it.
Yeah, I may tell you one time I noticed I keep telling you the same thing. Yeah. I noticed nothing is not changing. They said doing the same thing repeatedly, thinking, you know, expecting different results is insanity.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's insanity, man. So you gotta just let that go, sis. What are we gonna leave the ladies with tonight, y'all?
Like I always say, man, love yourself. Love yourself and be who you are in whatever situation it is, and don't let people waste your time, and don't waste your own time. Love you.
Love you.
Love yourself and know that it's not okay for a man to call you the B word. Definitely not too short style, okay?
Nope.
And if that man, my thing for the ladies is, if that man can't be everything that you need, stop being everything that he needs.
Facts.
In that moment. And if he can't come and rescue you, he does not deserve to lay with you.
Yes.
So I say that too. Yeah, that's what I had to say to the women. Be what he is to you.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what he is to you too.
That's right. Give it back to him, sis.
Thanks.
And
I believe in that.
Yeah. On that note, we out, ladies. Good night. We love y'all. Share this live.